What's up, it's Kevin with Quality Lawn Care, and I'm getting ready to show y'all real quick how to start a lawn care business. Quick little rundown of a checklist you might need, and this is for like beginners or people who never even considered it. So we're gonna jump right into it. All right, very first thing you're gonna need is some transportation. I use a van. If you got a van, a pickup truck, some type of vehicle with a large trunk. When I first started, I had a 2001 Hyundai truck, and I worked right out the trunk. So right now I don't have my equipment in here, but I will have my lawnmower right here, weed whackers, blowers. Go ahead and let those seats down, and you in business. This is your biggest investment right here, is your vehicle. Obviously, if you have a pickup, you start with a pickup and you put everything in the back of there. I choose to go with a van just so my stuff is always locked up in the van when I get out of it. When I go to put my other mower on, I just hook my trailer up to the van. I got my bikes on there right now. We went bike riding earlier. And but you don't need this to get started. So I'm just saying, if you can start with a trailer, if you have the money to invest in it now, you can do it and get you whatever mower you need. But for the newbies, you really don't need a pickup truck. You don't need a trailer. You need something to put that mower in the back seat, a string trimmer, and a blower. Like literally. And it don't have to necessarily be a big truck, because I've did my yards with a RAV4. My backup car is a RAV4. So, and now I'm going to show you the next things you're going to need. You're going to need a push mower. Even better, you're going to need two. You're going to need two push mowers, because push mowers break down way more than you think. And even if you could fix it yourself, you still down until it's fixed. So you just need to be able to swap these two out at any given time. So that's another thing for you beginners. You need two lawnmowers. If you only got one, take that first money you get and hurry up and buy another one. If you can afford to get a nice push mower, I highly suggest this Honda right here. This the new one, the GCV 200. These Hondas are just powerful and reliable. But if you can't get yourself a Honda, get the one that you can get. But just make sure you got a backup. Then you're going to need a trimmer. Obviously, you're going to need a trimmer. And you're going to need a blower. If you need to start with a handheld, get a blower. Got to get you a trimmer, the best trimmer that you can afford. If you can afford a backpack blower, it's definitely worth the investment. That's all you need to get started. Now, now that I've covered what you need as far as your equipment, number two, you have to start investing in your advertising. Once you got that covered, now you got to advertise. The best way for a newcomer is, if you don't have a lot of money, Go to a website like Vistaprint. Order yourself some flyers. They come in packs of 250. Order at least 1,000 at a time. Bust these packs open. Go door to door to each house yard that you want to cut. Stick one on the door. Right on the porch. Don't put it in their mailbox. Don't put it in their mailbox because that's a federal offense. Okay, so we got the equipment covered. 2 lawnmowers, a trimmer, and a blower. Your vehicle, to put the stuff in the back. And you have to order your flyers. Order your flyers. Now you got all of that. Now what do? Let's say you ordered 5,000 flyers. Take each pack, bust them open, go on Google Maps. When you go on Google Maps, zoom in to the neighborhood that you want to work in. Make sure it's tight. Don't have a route that's miles and miles. You going way across town to cut 1 yard and then way on this side of town to cut another yard. Find out the exact area that you want to be in. You got your 5,000 flyers. You're going to go to Google Maps. You're going to zoom in. You're going to look at the whole area where you want to be. Look and find your boundaries. Where do you not want to go past? Look, carve out your boundaries on that map. Now take your flyer, go within that boundary, that radius, and go to every single door on every street that you want to be on and put a flyer on the door, on the porch railing, on the screen door. Do that. If you don't have any customers, if you don't have no customers at all, do that for 8 hours a day. If you got some customers and you got things you have to do, but you're just starting out, as you get more and more customers and the phone ringing and you really can't go, maybe cut it down to 4 hours. And then you might get so many customers where you feel all right. You just slowly slow down with the flyers as you get more customers and as you get busier, because that's a good problem to have. You want to be too busy cutting grass. You don't want to have time to pass out flyers. But here's the key right here. Some of y'all, this is where y'all messing up at. You think just because you don't have a lot of yards to cut that day, that's a slow day. When you don't have a lot of yards to cut, that's the hardest days. Those are the days when you out there advertising for 8 hours a day. If you don't have enough work to work consistently 8 hours a day, you should be advertising. It's not slow just because you're not cutting yards. Them is my busiest days. When I don't see a lot of yards on the schedule, I go, oh man, I got a whole lot of work to do today. There's no reason why that day should be only have 5 yards or 6 yards. That day should have had 18 yards on there. That's half the battle. If you don't have enough yards, you should be spending 8 hours a day advertising. Period. Ain't no slow time. Ain't no slow time. Okay, so once that happened, now your phone ringing. Now you too busy to pass out flyers. That's a great problem to have. But if it ever gets slow again, guess what? You got to go out there and hit that concrete again. You got to go hit that pavement again. And make sure the next wave of people get those flyers. A couple thousand of them. Once you get yourself established, then you can hire some people to pass the flyers out for you. We can get into that in another video. But right now, I'm talking about the new person. He can't afford help yet, but he can afford those flyers. He maybe could scrape up a couple of equipment, and he got 2 feet. He can go out there and put the flyers on them doors. That's how you start as a beginner. That's how you start that journey to getting to the point where you can pay your bills with your lawn care business and don't need a regular job anymore. If you work like this, what I'm saying, there ain't no slow days. Every day is a 8, 9, 10, 12, 14-hour day. It could be a 14-hour day and not 1 yard on that schedule. You cut all your yards yesterday and you don't have no yards today, that's still a 12-hour day. Because you got all of that time to be advertising. So there it is. That's how you start a lawn care business. I hope that helped. Hope I didn't scare none of y'all off to want to do it. But I'm just being honest with you. It's hard work. Now, you can not do it like that and just do it part-time and just have a little weekend money. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm talking to the people who want to build a business, be self-employed, and not have a boss, and make enough money to pay your bills and take care of your family just off your lawn care business alone. Now, if you got other investments, that's great. But this business can pay your bills too. That's what I think a great business is. A great business can pay all of your bills. You shouldn't need a job, another job, if you're running a good business. So, hopefully that helped. If I left anything out, leave me a comment. Like this video so other people can see it. Go ahead and subscribe. Peace.